Hi, in this video I'm going to be showing how to beat the Empires of the Undergrowth level 1-2 Subjugation on Insane difficulty. Let's get started. So, there's actually kind of the way we're going to be doing this is actually we're going to cheese it a little bit. Let me turn the narrator voice down just to make sure that you can hear me properly. So the way we're going to do this is kind of a cheese, and if you do this even in insane mode, it's actually pretty easy. So once we collect 70 food, then we're going to start digging down. Actually, you can dig down first, I don't know, it's just there's food closer so you get it slightly faster. Now we're going to be making a bunch of soldiers, so you have to get 50 workers and 50 soldiers, or 25 of them upgraded once, or any combination. So one upgrade gives you the same number. It counts the same as one new tile, so just make new tiles because it's a lot easier, a lot more efficient. Well, not more efficient. Yeah, it is more efficient because it's more efficient because it's worth more for the amount of food that you spend on it. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking advantage of the fact that the slave maker ants do not actually invade until you've killed a funnel web spider. So if you collect all the food on the map that's available to get without killing a funnel web spider, and then you kill the funnel web spider, you will have a massive head start, which basically trivializes the level, even on insane difficulty. Not sure about insane challenge mode because I've not actually tried that yet. But this video is not about that. I'll make another video on insane mode later. Yeah, for example, there's this food that you can get without having to kill any spiders. There's also a couple places where if you dig into the spider's chambers in the right spot, you can actually get to them a lot easier. So normally you would dig through here, and you'd have to walk all the way across this sticky web that slows your ants down before you can actually get to the spider to kill it. However, if you dig over here and then dig down, you can get directly to the spider's nest, or the funnel, or whatever you want to call it, and that allows... Oh my goodness, it doesn't look like there's a tile there, so I keep accidentally deleting the tile. Alright, so now we're going to turn combat and food gathering off for the workers, and we're going to just sit here for a second and allow the soldiers to spawn in. And yeah, no, I want to wait for the soldiers to at least get planted first. If you hover over it, you can see how many eggs are planted and how many are how many have hatched into fully developed dudettes. Actually, technically almost all ants in the colony are female. The only ones that are male are the drones that are used for breeding. I think they can fly, actually. There's some ants that have wings and that can fly. Okay, why am I yawning? I tried to record this last night, but it was late. It was midnight, and I was yawning so much that I couldn't actually... It was affecting the video negatively, so I decided to scrap that recording. And it's the middle of the day. I was feeling fine. As soon as I start playing the level, I start yawning again. That's cool. By the way, when the funnel web spiders eat the pill bugs, the food drops here. Same as if you send an ant in here, it collects food, then it gets eaten by the spider, the food will drop at the spider, so you don't have to worry about losing any. So yeah, if I just dug down here, I could kill this spider almost instantly. Alright, so we're going to send our guys in here. Make sure that food collection is off until they pass all of the funnel webs. Otherwise, they'll try and go in there and get food, and they'll get killed instead. And that costs you food. Once they're passed, you can tell them to collect food, and then they will not try and run in and do anything else until they get back to the nest. Unless there's an enemy here, in which case they will fight it, because they prioritize fighting over food gathering. So yeah, we've already got 11 ants. 0 spiders killed. And this is just the beginning. We can loot this entire area without killing any spiders. Pretty great. Yeah, this tactic absolutely saved me, because it's pretty much the only way to beat this level on Insane, as far as I know, because I tried pretty much everything. I tried digging all these in different orders. I tried digging out a bunch of areas first and then collecting all the food in one go. I tried getting a ton of workers to collect the food. It just didn't work out. Okay, yeah, see, some of them are going into the spider webs. That's not good. No. Okay. Sometimes if an ant wanders into the spider web and then leaves, the spider will come out of the web and chase them down, no matter how far away they are, until they kill them. So that's interesting. Fortunately, if they do that, then they won't attack any other nearby ants.
There are intruders in the nest.
Make sure the workers have 0 food and combat on. So I'm just going to wait for these Devil's Coach Horse larvae to kill all these little bugs, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I'm going to... Why are you over there? That's not even close! What the heck? They mustn't. What are you doing over there by the spider, you dork? My goodness. Yeah, eventually these guys should invade your nest. Yeah, shut up. We'll fix that in a moment. Ran low on food for 2 seconds, and he starts complaining, panicking. Alright, now we're going to head in here. They shouldn't run into here unless you have food gathering turned on. Shouldn't. They might, but they shouldn't. Shouldn't as in ought not to. Not probably won't. I'm actually going to have 2... No. I was going to have 2 combat colonies, so I could... colonies. 2 combat chambers, so that way I could have one collecting food and the other one fighting the slave makers, but I just return the main group to the entrance when it's time to fight. It's just easier. Right, after the first wave comes in with the food, I'm going to keep them all here until I've finished putting all the food down on the store tile. Now disable food collection and go back in. So if I cut this tile out, I could go directly into the nest area. Only thing is that won't work because this is easier to get through. So you'd have to conglomerate them here first, then dig this out. But to dig this out, that would cause workers to run in through here to try and get to this tile, which is kind of dumb. So you can't do it with that one, but you can do it with this one. And I think that's like the only one. No, this is the other one that you can do that with. Don't dig these tiles here or you'll expose them to the spiders over there. Excellent. We're doing very good. We already have 19 soldiers. This part takes kind of a while, but trust me, it's worth it. Oh my goodness, I keep doing that! That's a little annoying. Okay, I'm gonna have to sacrifice a few guys to get the food that's over here. Unfortunately. Oh, no one's going in there. That's odd. Well, I'll take it. Now they're going in there. Okay, look out.
The battle has begun.
The battle should not have begun. Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to actually dig out a few of the spider chambers first before I actually challenge them, because that way I will be able to I won't have to wait for my workers to dig through them before getting them I won't have to wait for my workers to dig through them before I can get them, so I can just run from chamber to chamber. Alright. And which one should I do first? Let's do this one. And I'm actually going to dig this out. Not now, actually. I'll wait until they kill the spider. Then I'll dig it out so they can collect the food faster. Oh, they have combat turned off! I'm smart. Make sure combat is turned on all the time when you need it. So, like, every fight, make sure combat is turned on. Don't go in there, don't go in there, don't go in there. Okay. Maybe I should make a food storage. Let's do that. Let's make some food storage. That should be plenty.
The colony is starving.
They won't be. Calm down. Starving, maybe pushing it a little bit. I prefer nutritionally challenged.
A sanguinious scout has sensed the presence of the black ants. A raid on the colony is now inevitable.
Yeah, I'm not really scared with my 29 ants.
Generation of young, or wipe out the colony entirely. In the end, it will come down to the tenacity.
Let's actually upgrade some guys. I think 31 should be plenty. So I'm just going to start upgrading them from now. Man, it's hard to keep track of multiple things at once. By the way, the first egg, it's impossible to prevent them from stealing it. Because your ants won't actually target them. What am I doing? I need to go over here. Turn off food gathering.
There are intruders in the nest.
So yeah, the first wave hasn't shown up yet, and I already have 31 food. That's pretty awesome. There's 2 spiders here, which makes it twice as hard to get through, but I shouldn't have to worry too much. There we go. They're all dead. Excellent. So it looks like the next raid shows up right when this circle has gotten down to that point. So I guess that's good to know. I'm going to try and get some tiles to level 3 instead of just getting a bunch to level 2, because that gives you a bigger bonus. Let's turn combat off. So now you want to conglomerate over here. Don't dig out any of these tiles, because you want there to be only one way to get into the nest. So there's some guys that only attack and some guys that only steal eggs. The ones that steal eggs don't attack, and so you can deal with them.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders.
Yeah, see, I'm upgrading the ones close to the ones that are already upgraded, so I can upgrade them twice. You gotta get that food or not. Thank you. I don't know why they just don't get the food sometimes. Okay, dig through there. Actually, not all the way.
There are intruders in the nest.
Conglomerate them outside first, then send them in so they all attack at once. Excellent. Now I'm also going to dig that out. See, we're almost done with the soldiers, and we haven't even... We've gotten one wave. I'm going to upgrade the food, because this is getting annoying. Alright, time to conglomerate all the soldiers up to the entrance. Turn combat off so they'll leave the woodlice alone. There we go. To keep them from getting eggs, you want to conglomerate right about here-ish. Generally, they'll kill the looters as they pass through. You don't really have to prioritize those. They'll either get them as they pass through or on the way back. Nice. That means they haven't taken any eggs. There's several voice lines. I've only heard 2. Either the Valiant Defenders were the Slave Makers were no match for the Valiant Defenders and the brood remained safe if no eggs are stolen. If a few eggs are stolen, he says they've taken 10% of the black ant brood. And that's all. That either is the only... I doubt that's the only line. I just haven't heard the others. Because either I die or I lose less than that. Let's dig this one out finally. Because it's nice and close. But yes, I've heard some people say, I only lost one egg. That's hardly 10% of my brood. But the thing is, they can't record voice lines for every single percentage. So they kind of have to round up or down. Hopefully I'm going to have enough time to do this. I should, as long as I don't try and collect any of the food. There we go, nice. Yeah, you want to get at least a few upgraded soldiers. Oh, sick. I don't need to upgrade any more soldiers. I can just focus on workers now, which will be way faster because they're cheaper. Make sure combat is turned on. That is incredibly important.
The colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest.
The funny thing about this is they don't actually, they send like 20 ants in and get maybe 2 or 3 larvae. That is not worth it at all. That is like the worst trade deal in history, maybe ever.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders.
Yay! I got a good score in brood defense, something that is normal to want and possible to achieve. Get the food! Thank you. Why do they do that? I'm just gonna go nuts with the worker spawning. You can put them right next to this, because, see, you don't want to put them way up here, because that'll make it way easier for the dudes to steal your eggs. But you don't have to put them like way at the far edges of the map. That'll just make it harder for you to get to them. It'll take longer to replenish them and plant eggs and all that stuff. And anyway, they'll steal these ones first anyway, so you can just put them behind that and you'll be good. Alright, send them back up here. I think I actually want to do that next.
There are intruders in the nest.
If you dig through here, you can actually loot that without having to fight any spiders.
The Sanguinia colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest.
I will never not find it funny that they send like 200 ants in and get like 2 larvae. Whoa, 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 they're not done yet, they're not done yet.
The colony is starving.
Oh dear.
Not enough food.
Okay, I can do this, I can do this. What are you doing? What are you doing? You just wandered in there. There's no pheromone marker. You just wandered right in there for absolutely no reason. They'll do that. They'll just wander into the spiders' dens. Alright, we only have 15. So once you've completed all the eggs, all the egg hatching you need to do, you will have to survive one more wave before you beat the level. That can be a wave that is already started. So if you start a wave and then get the if you start a wave and then get the last 2 ants placed, then that wave will become the final wave. You don't have to do a full wave to make it the final wave. And it looks like we might actually be able to make it there. Just need 2 more. Yeah, this is going to be the last wave. See how easy this is when you do this strategy? We've only had like 5 or 6 waves maybe, and each wave is harder than the last. There we go. Ta-da!
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
Your share is 0. You didn't make these. I didn't see you helping plant the eggs. Oh, and the workers can actually help you fight and defend your larvae as well, which is nice. Yeah, see, it's a good idea to send them into combat too, because they can actually help quite a bit. Especially in the last wave, when you don't need to worry too much about having food left over to respawn. And there we go! We have won the level. So that is Subjugation 2-1 on Insane difficulty, made very easy through cheese.
Once again, the slave makers
Which apparently is good for ants.
with new black ant larvae to raise as their
They did not. They took one. They literally took one and lost like 200 of their own.
Eventually, they will surpass their parasitic overseers, and the continued raids of the slave makers will.
I mean, if they get one larvae, like if each larvae, theoretically it could be worth it if like they don't have to plant each larva and they only have to spend food to respawn them, because then each one that they take would only require 5 food just to respawn it. But still, it's a pretty bad deal. So I'm going to take the royal jelly because I don't really need a ton of food right now for the first couple Formicarium challenges. And in the next video, I am going to show how to beat the Formicarium Challenge 1. Then we'll move on to the Tier 2 levels. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope... Oh yeah, they say that the queen is exhibiting interesting new behavior. We've been sitting here since the very beginning. Interesting new behaviors, i.e. doing literally nothing. They kind of assume that you've messed with the Formicarium by now. It's funny that the sometimes dialogue doesn't exactly match up with what's actually happening. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave any feedback of any kind and comments in the comments. And that's it. Have a good day. Bye.